Well, welcome back to The Witness. I am your humble host, SpoonsAsunder, and I am in the desert here, if you couldn't already tell, and I'm attempting to solve the red puzzle that was over here, this one. And I do believe that it has something to do with these symbols that are on the ground with these lines. And the more I look at them, all I can think is lunar phases, because it's only those shapes that appear. So I'm gonna guess that I need to somehow follow these lines in the correct path of the phases of the moon, starting with probably this one because it's black and that would be a new moon. So I'm thinking that somehow I'll get a path from that, or something else will happen. So from here I need to find orientation. This would be the first, I forget what it's called, like, I don't know, one of them, I believe it starts on this side, and that's just that, and then it would go to a half, but is it that half, or is that another one? Because this isn't technically connected, so that might not count. So I might have to go up here, and that's not it. This could be it. So if I start here and go up to this, then over here to, that could be the half, if it was in this orientation. Then I would need to go to a mostly full, which would be here. And then, where's the full? Is there even a full one? Because that's not full. And maybe I'm wrong about this, I don't know. Or, well, this is the sun symbol, it looks like, not the moon, but this is probably trying to tell me that it fell off of this one, so it would be the same. It might be a moon on this side, which would be the full moon path. That could be the way to get to full. I still don't think I can get back to that unless these lines count. Pretty sure I can't interact with these, right? Yeah, I can't. Well, the one that's missing is the full, so maybe that's just the symbol that I need to do is the full moon. But I can't do that from the start. I can't. Yeah, it looks like there's got to be a couple missing. Can I get up on those? I know I went on this one before, but I don't know if I got up on the other side. Oh, there's stairs. Maybe there's something useful up here. Imagine that. My shadows on the puzzle, does that count? Is that another one? I think that's another one that I can maybe solve. Well, that gives me a much better perspective. Does this have to do with the angle of the sunlight? Because it's definitely giving me a different angle than where I am. Alright, so as I move from here, there's sort of where I was planning on being. That one first, then that one. Then all those are simultaneous, so that's not how that happens. This might be telling me that this here is the end point that I'm supposed to go to. But is it the down one? This one is extremely cryptic. Yeah, this one, it looks like it's active as well. It is. Oh, this one can start from anywhere. Well, that's helpful. Never mind, it immediately turned itself off. Am I supposed to do these phases in sequence? Because I thought this didn't work. But if it turns this, no, it didn't turn this on. What turned this on then? Huh? Really don't understand this one. If any of you get it that are watching, and not because you've solved it, just because you have a theory or something, because I don't want to just be given away, but give me a hint or something, because I'm lost on these. I keep thinking I must have missed I did miss something. Sort of. I can't go down there anyway. Oh well. There's always a lot of different ways you can go in this game that are relatively hidden, so... I'm usually good at exploring in games, but this one seems to be just trying to hide half of the places that we're supposed to go. Oh well. I'll come back. There's plenty of other places I can go. I'd like to back to this little town. There might be other puzzles here that I now know how to solve. I don't remember. But I'm gonna look around a little. Just in case. I never did look at that big hole in the ground. I only saw it from here. So let's go look at that. What's in there? In here. Where? Where is it? There it is. Whoa. Don't think I can do anything with that at the moment. But it is very ominous looking. That's what I mean about things being very easy to miss when you're exploring. Was there one up here that I never managed to solve? I thought there was this one. This one! I know what these mean now. I can do this. That's a 1. I need this to cancel the 1 then, because otherwise it would be impossible. So I need to have these connected. Which the only way to do that would be almost. I need to do those two. Like that. No. This maybe? No. This? Ah, yeah, there we go. All I had to do is connect those and then it'll cancel the 1. There we go. It opened the door, finally. I should have come back to that one earlier. I figured out the weird triangle symbol a while ago. But I never opened the bottom door. I have this door and the other door open, but I didn't open the bottom door because that was the one. I still don't know the star symbols, which I should probably go look for because I feel like I should have done that first. But this one is the one that I still didn't solve, which I'm guessing is probably around here somewhere, the solution to it, but I don't see it. Oh wow, I did not see these either. There's 2.
It is a great adventure to contemplate the universe beyond man, to contemplate what it would be like without man, as it was in a great part of its long history and as it is in a great majority of places. When this objective view is finally attained, and the mystery and majesty of matter are fully appreciated, to then turn the objective eye back on man, viewed as matter, to view life as part of this universal mystery of the greatest depth, is to sense an experience which is very rare and very exciting. It usually ends in laughter and a delight in the futility of trying to understand what this atom in the universe is, this thing, atoms with curiosity, that looks at itself and wonders why it wonders. Well, these scientific views end in awe and mystery, lost at the edge in uncertainty, but they appear to be so deep and so impressive that the theory that it is all arranged as a stage for God to watch man struggle for good and evil seems inadequate. Some will tell me that I have just described a religious experience. Very well, you may call it what you will. Then, in that language, I would say that the young man's religious experience is of such a kind that he finds the religion of his church inadequate to describe, to encompass that kind of experience. The God of the church isn't big enough. Richard Feynman, 1963.
Yeah, again, Feynman is also an interesting person, but I actually like that quote to some extent. I think they go a little too far by kind of attacking any deity by saying not big enough. Like, okay, maybe that's not the best way of saying it, But I agree with the concept that when you actually look at it from that perspective, to try to view man as matter and just see how people and life in general, and any individual to be self-aware of it, let alone, is a just ridiculous concept. And that's why the whole laughter statement. And it makes absolutely no sense to our brain to be able to comprehend why something is conscious or lives or anything like that. But yeah, not the only implication of that is an inadequacy of gods or religions. There's many other implications of that. Like, it could drive you mad if you keep thinking about that in that way. So yeah, don't just leave it there, otherwise it sounds a little like, okay, stop attacking religion, it means more than that. But in general, I think a decent quote. What's this one? I still haven't figured out this, by the way.
Imagine if all the tumult of the body were to quiet down, along with all our busy thoughts about earth, sea, and air. If the very world should stop, and the mind cease thinking about itself, go beyond itself, and be quite still. If all the fantasies that appear in dreams and imagination should cease, and there be no speech, no sign. Imagine if all things that are perishable grew still. For if we listen, they are saying, we did not make ourselves. He made us who abides forever. Imagine then that they should say this and fall silent, listening to the very voice of him who made them, and not to that of his creation, so that we should hear not his word through the tongues of men, nor the voice of angels, nor the clouds' thunder, nor any symbol, but his very self, which in these things we love, and go beyond ourselves to attain a flash of that eternal wisdom which abides above all things. And imagine if that moment were to go on and on, leaving behind all other sights and sounds but this one vision, which ravishes and absorbs and fixes the beholder in joy, so that the rest of eternal life were like that moment of illumination which leaves us breathless. Would this not be what is bidden in Scripture? Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Augustine of Hippo, circa 400.
Yeah, that quote is basically the antithesis of the other one that they just played, which is probably why they put them right next to each other here, because you're going to probably agree with one and hate the other. And I highly disagree with that one. It's being spiritual for the sake of being spiritual in my mind, and doesn't say a whole lot while saying a whole lot. To me, that's what politicians do, and some religions, or at least some religious people, try to portray their texts in that manner rather than gathering true meaning out of it. They just try to make it sound amazing for the sake of being amazing, so you should believe in it, rather than have any real world or even afterworld extraordinary implications. Even they just want to hook people. So that to me is that type of quote that says a whole lot of nothing while trying to hook you in. So I probably offended people by saying all of my opinions, but they're my opinions, and you're free to disagree with them as you want. I mean, believe whatever you want to believe. But I was trying to figure out this puzzle as they were talking. I was thinking maybe it's these things, these pillars that are different heights they're trying to tell me, or maybe the markings. There's red on the trellises here. Not trellis, is that the right word? I don't know words. But it does continue outside, and I'm just still not sure how to open that door. Which sucks, because it's the bottom of the tower, and I really want to get up there. I've opened all the other doors. But oh well. I did finish up here, right? I think, because I finally came back to this one and did this. And that was how I opened that door. And there was another triangle thing there that I forgot about, of course. Ew. Let's see what happens if we keep going this way, because I did not, and I saw something as I was coming in on the boat. It looked interesting. So maybe this place will teach me how to do the... there's like 3 different ways that all look awesome. I don't know which way to go. I'm going this way because it looks isolated. So maybe this will teach me the star pattern ones. That's what I'm hoping for. Or there's there. Okay, so at least 4 different like sections that I need to solve. There's another lounge spot, of course, which is an awesome lounge spot, but how many do you need? These things will get washed away too if the tide ever picks up. Which will happen, you know, global warming and all that. These are all epic poses. What are you reaching for? The goblet? I think he's reaching for this goblet. Okay. You keep doing you. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. Well, this was isolated, but it was also a whole lot of nothing. Unless I can go around down there. Yes, I can. And look at that, it's more nothing. I'll go this way? No, not really. Okay, well I'm glad I came this way first because it was the most useless way. Might as well continue over here to the place I saw when I was on a boat and going fast. This is a secret way. I'm going in the secret way. I already got sidetracked, I know. But it's another one of these. It's this. I know it's this. Screenshot because that's so important. Okay. What's in here though? This is odd. Huh? Huh? What? Huh? Birds. They're not actual birds. Why do they have speakers? That's sketchy. This is a place where there should be real birds. I don't know why that solution worked either, so this one probably will fail. Yep, it failed. Well, that is kind of the sound that the bird's making. You know, up, down. I didn't think there was another sound here, though. Is there? There is. Up, up, down, middle. Yep. Cool. Didn't know they'd incorporate sound. Okay, middle, middle. Up. Down. There. Yep. Okay. I don't know where this went. Down here. Why? I had to put a stupid phone sound in it. Now they're just going to try to drown it out so I can't get it. Okay, I should actually listen rather than talk. I think it's this. I want to hear it. Yep. This one. Easy. That's too many. Which bird are they talking about? Do it again. I think it's the other bird this time. Yeah, it is. It was the screaming bird instead of the chirper. Come on. Play it again. I think it's the owl thing. Yeah, I think it's the owl thing, which is very quick, the first 3. Is it this? It's not. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was that. Did I not do that last time? Oh well. That's close enough. Second try. Why is it going up there? I don't know where there is. Is it up here? Probably no. Well, where's the rest of them? Unless that was all. This is a cool place. I like those rocks. Where'd that go? Because I was already up here. Is there a place that's farther? Up here, maybe? Wow. Wow. Trees. I like this place. Maybe this is what it powered? What is this going to activate? Is there a laser here that I don't see? It locked me in. Why? Okay. I don't like that. Why did you lock me in? I can't cross this. That kind of looks like the garden door. Maybe that's the one that'll teach me how to do it. I should do that first. There's like 3 ways. It's such a maze here. Ooh. Ooh. Fancy doors. I have to say, there's a lot more puzzles in this game than I was expecting there to be. So yeah, this is like almost exactly like the other door, which is what I was hoping to find. But I still don't know what it's trying to do. This one isn't really any more clear. Unless it's the actual, because it put me in that perspective. When I tried to solve it, look directly, it put me in this perspective. So am I supposed to go with what's behind it? And like section off different patterns? Because I can't do all of them. I don't think it's shadow this time. If it was, it would be sort of like this, which it isn't. This one any more clear? Nope. This is combining it with others. I know what the rest of them mean. I still don't know how to do the door. Yeah, over there on the other trellis it looks like there's 3 of them, so that's probably the learning place. If I can get over there. I can't get down there. But it's right there. Okay, I might be able to walk to it from here because I know where this place is. It's the castle, and then I can get into it right there. Probably. This was just the back way around that I shouldn't have taken. But I did the sound puzzles, which is good. I still don't know where the rest of it went. Can I just unlock this again? Please? No? How do I get back down? Oh, is this a bridge? Okay. Okay. That's easier. Dude, let's see what's over here. Is this gonna finally teach me? I can't even go in here. Why? Why won't you let me in? I'm gonna walk all the way around here from nothing, aren't I? Not really. This the way in? Okay. That'll work. I don't get why they put the simple ones. Why? Just to be fancy with the doors? Here it is. Alright, so now are you going to teach me? I don't think it will. I still see no way to know what these mean. Let's see what's in here, I guess. Kind of broken. Ooh, I like that. That's awesome. I think it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Look at that. Well, I gotta cover all, of course. But... oh. That's the perspective thing. So it won't let me. Interesting. How do I cover them both if I can't see both sides? There's no way to do that without the tree blocking it unless I view it from above. Which, I don't think I can do. Yeah, and there's no jump button, so I can't, like, just get up there. Well, the awesome tree will have to, just sit there for now. These are a lot of cool spots, at least, but, there's some puzzles that are still unclear. Of course. So I guess I'll be trying to figure out these in the next one. If I can find a way to learn them. And that's the catch, because I am not sure what these are supposed to be telling me. My guess would be that there's probably a set pattern for this type of puzzle, because they're always the same and they're empty. Either that or they're always about the environment. It's the thing, there's no feedback on these, it's just, it's wrong or it's not. And so far it's always been wrong. So, okay, I can open this one. That's good. Shortcut, I guess. Yeah, so I'll still be trying to figure out this zone and or going to others because I'm not sure. In the next one, I also still have that philosophy lecture that I just somehow spaced out and didn't listen to in this episode. So I'll be doing that in the coming ones as well. I might wait until I have a few, but that's probably too much at once. We'll see. I'll try to remember to do it in the next one. We shall see. Many thanks for watching this video, and until next time, may your spoons remain.